Hello motherfuckers, welcome back to my motherfucking channel. I know we're in a different setting today and we should be back in our normal setting soon, but today we are going to be reviewing the Beatles' White Album. This is part one to a two-parter video because I have a ranking system on my channel and a top 5 system. There's a lot of songs on these albums, so I might have to change that to a top 10 situation or just maybe do both for both videos. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm really excited about this. Last week we did the Magical Mystery Tour album or EP or soundtrack, whatever you want to call it. It was delicious. It was good as fuck. And it's really just giving me more ammunition to keep going with this journey. So make sure you guys like and subscribe because next week we're going to be doing part 2 to the White Album. Liking the video spreads the video so more and more people can see that the Beatles are just timeless, okay? I'm a 25-year-old listening to the Beatles 60, 70, 60, 50 years later, something like that. So like, you know, it's just a gag. So let's get into this. Okay, the first song on this album is called Back in the USSR. Okay. This is fun. Oh. USSR. These vocals, they're sick. Okay. Interesting. First of all, I want to say those vocals were very broad, you know. I'm pretty sure Elvis debuted. Well, yeah, he definitely debuted after the Beatles, I'm pretty sure. But To Be Freaky, that was giving me Elvis Presley. So, here, once again, okay, don't get mad that I just said that, okay? Once again, the Beatles are caught red-handed, inspiring other artists for many generations to come. Because that was giving me Elvis Presley, but it was also giving me, like, the Beach Boys vibes. And I think the Beach Boys and the Beatles were like here at the same time. It was interesting. It was very interesting. Right now I have no expectations for what's to come next, okay? It's living up to the last 3 albums though. Last 4 albums though. The intros of each last 4 albums were just so like woo, like moving, you know? It was like Gag City, but USSR, we're traveling around the world, we're meeting all the girls. You know what's crazy? Okay, you know what? This song is actually reminding me of somebody else too. Lil Wayne, a rapper from the late 90s to the mid 2000s. He's still dropping music to this day. He has a song in the mid 2000s called Every Girl in the World, and it's just like he wants to, you know, make love to every girl in the world. That's what this was kind of giving me. That's more raunch vibes, but this is like more like I'm gagged. I like it so far. So let's keep going. That was a great intro. The next song is called Dear Prudence. Let's go. Ooh. Oh! Oh! Bitch, I'm gagged. Oh! so sick to me. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. I literally have chills right now. What the fuck? My Lord in heaven. What the fuck was that? That was so fucking good. Each week, I keep just getting thrown one of those songs that's just like, gag, you know? And it just like, it really sticks to my soul, okay? A gaggery. Now, a Prudence is somebody that's just like cautious, you know, or like likes to be aware of what they're doing, you know? That's cute. That's really fucking cute. Dear Prudence, come out and play. Come just enjoy your day. It's simple, but that production was just, to me, that was ahead of its time, okay? That was just so good. From start to finish, the beginning of that song was so good to the end of that song. Oh! I'm gagged, okay? I'm gagged. This doesn't feel like it feels like the Beatles. Obviously, it's the Beatles, but it doesn't feel like, I don't know. It's just unexpected. Let's keep going. The next song is called Glass Onion. Strawberry. Okay. 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 The walrus was. Oh! My. Oh yeah.
I told you about the fool on the hill. I tell you, man, he's living there still.
Yes.
Looking through a glass onion.
Whoa. Very mysterious. I love it. For a while, I didn't see like why it was called rock, but then I thought to myself, okay, it's just a different era for rock music and what it sounded like back then. But to me, this feels like the more modern rock, you know, like that was a big thing in the 70s and 80s. That's what this is giving me. But it's also giving me like 90s for some reason. I don't know why. I love the sound of this album, but this song in particular, they're calling back to to me, they called out some iconic tunes right there. Strawberry Fields, The Walrus, the Man on the Hill. What? And then he said fixing a hole in the ocean, where it's like, at first they were just fixing a hole where the rain got in, but now you have to fix a hole in the ocean, which is almost impossible. And he says the dude that was on the hill is still living there, so it's just like, I love that continuationness of going back and talking about older songs that they had. This was really good and interesting. That was very interesting too. But like I said, it's giving me that modern day rock vibe, but it's also giving me like soul mixed with rock. I love it. It feels very down to earth, and okay. Because I feel like the last two albums, we were like in the sky with Lucy, okay? Like, I just felt like we were just like bouncing around in space, which is a vibe. I love that vibe. This, though, it just feels completely different. Let's keep going, though. The next song is called Obladi Oblada. Okay. Okay, so they got married. Yes. Obladi, oblada, life goes on. Okay, what? What am I? This is... What the fuck? Okay. You know, okay, this is what I was initially thinking in this song. That if this song was like pre-Revolver, I don't think I would like it. Because it's very up-tempo, but it's very like, once again, soulful, authentic. And it just doesn't feel like too much. Because at this point, they've mastered their craft when it comes to writing, singing, vocals, all this shit. Okay, it's very much mastered at this point, and you can tell. That was, once again, just a simple song, but it was so happy, and just, it made you feel something. Desmond and Molly, my babies. Happy for them. The obladi oblada vibe, that was a very good melody, tempo, range right there. It was just really perfectly constructed right there. Okay, I love that. It was very catchy too. And I want to say this one thing. They say brah, like bruh, but like, is that what they're like referring to, like bro or brah, you know? That's interesting to me, just because bruh or bruh or bro, it's like very modern right now, okay? And them doing that back then, I don't know if that's what that means, but if it is, gaggery. That was a really good song, okay? I have nothing bad to say. Let's keep going. The next song is called Wild Honey Pie. What the fuck? Okay. Here we go again with the interludes. The songs that are just, you know, it's just there. I love that. It feels like a break in the album, and I love that so fucking much. It's giving a real solid piece of album. But let's keep going. The next song is called The Continuing Story of Bungalow Bill. Okay, Spanish vibe. Oh my god. Oh. Hey! Yeah. Oh. Bungalow Bill. This is scary. Applause. Okay. The applause at the end really just like brought it home for me. It was feeling like a movie, okay? Because there's a movie called The Silence of the Lamb where the main antagonist is a murderer named Buffalo Bill. Okay? That's what that was kind of giving me. And I know Buffalo Bill is based off of a real life murderer, I'm pretty sure. So it's just like, is that what this is giving? Like, because it was like giving like Bungalow Bill's a weirdo, okay? And they said if looks could kill, it would be us instead of him. He looks raunchy. He's a murderer. He's a weirdo. Bungalow Bill. Gag. I mean, it's weird. It was a weird song, but like in a good way. It really, for some reason, fits this album. It's a very solid continuation of not only Bungalow Bill, but this album. Very theatrical, very out there, very bold. Let's keep going. The next song is called While My Guitar Gently Weeps. This right here, this is giving me like 2000s, 90s punk. This ending, oh, that's one of the, that is one of the best guitar forward songs I have ever fucking heard. Okay, you know, if you have the title, or if you have the word guitar in the title of your song, it better be good. It better gag. It better be guitar gagging. Okay, because that's what the fuck that just gave me. I said it was giving me, like, it was, you know, music is inspired by music. Okay, I just want to make that clear. The 2000s punk pop rock scene was very, very, how do I say it? I was gagged by it. You know, that's when I grew up. That's the music I listened to. And I'm seeing in this album in particular, I'm seeing so many hints of it. It's not even like funny to me, because that's when I grew up. That was the best sounding music for me. I also like the 2010s, but that's why I do these videos, because I'm gagged by the 60s music, 70s, 80s, all that. I've listened to it all, and this is still one of the best songs I've ever fucking heard. I've never heard a guitar sound like that. It was just beautiful. It captivated me. I really felt it. Okay, but let me stop talking about that guitar, because girl, it got me like, ooh. But the premise of the song, you know, things go on in life. The world turns. You love people, you lose people, but your guitar still gently weeps. Okay, I'm gagged by that sentiment. That was a beautiful weeping guitar. It's just beautiful. That was beautiful. I really love that. I feel like I could talk about these songs for so long, but I can't. Let's keep going. The next song is called Happiness Is a Warm Gun.
With the touch of the velvet hand, like a lizard on a window pane. A soap impression of his wife, which he ate and donated to the National Trust. On down, Mother Superior jumped the gun. Mother Superior jumped the gun. Happiness is a warm gun. My finger on your trigger. I know nobody can do me no harm. It is happiness.
Ooh.
Is a warm gun, mama.
Okay, this is one of those songs that I'm perplexed by. Very good song overall. I can see myself listening to that. Very good song, but I'm just a little confused. But I do have a theory. Is Happiness Is a Warm Gun, is it like giving like, you can't say this word on YouTube, so I'm gonna say Sue of Side? Is that what it's giving? Like, you're only happy when the gun is warm after you, you know, that's what it's giving to me. Trigger warning, honestly. But, whoa. Okay. That's what that means. That is a very sad song, but I love that genre of just, you know, being real and being open. That's what that was giving. But it was a really good song nonetheless, even if I'm very confused and very off. If my explanation that I just gave is very off, I still like the song nonetheless, okay? Who hit those vocals? Those vocals were really fucking good. It's like a theme with this album. For some reason, I'm getting different signals from different eras of music. The vocals on that song to me were like hints of Freddie Mercury. Now, I feel like the Beatles stans and Queen stans, I feel like you guys have like a little, you know, not beef, but you guys are just like not okay with each other. I don't know. Do you guys like one another? Do you guys like Queen? I don't know. But y'all know me. I'm going to keep it real and I'm going to keep it open. Once again, like this song. I like Queen and I love the Beatles. I love both bands, okay? This song right here was just giving me a little bit of Freddie Mercury. So it just goes to show how inspiring the fucking Beatles were, okay? When it comes to everything, vocals, productions, the sounds of songs, the way albums are put together, it's a gag. But I'm very inquiring or wanting to know more about that song. So you guys let me know what you know about that song in the comments below, because I'm gagged by it. But let's keep going. The next song is called Martha, my dear. Martha, my dear. Okay. Very funky.
Spend my days in conversation. Please remember me when you find yourself in the thick of it around you. Take a good look at what to see.
Oh, oh.
Your hand out, you silly girl. See what you've done. Be good to me.
Be good to me.
Martha, my love.
Oh, that was beautiful. Oh my god. So in their universe, their genre of having songs named after girls in particular are so fucking good. And this one is just, this one feels the most it's like classy, like you have to like be proper to hear this song, you know? That's what it's giving me. But I love that. I love when I feel like I'm in love with Martha, okay? It feels very personal. I love their personal little songs. It's so fucking good. But that piano, okay, the instruments are really standing out to me. Like on some albums it's drums, on some albums it's pianos, guitars and shit. Like the instruments to me personally on this album are really standing out. I'm gagged. But let's keep going. The next song is called I'm So Tired.
Slept away.
Oh.
I'm so tired. Oh no. I'm so tired. I don't know what to do. Should I call you? But I know what you would do.
Those vocals.
I'm so tired. I'm feeling so Walter Raleigh. He was such a stupid cat. No joke. If it's doing me harm, you know I can't sleep. I can't swim away, you know, 3 weeks. I gave you everything I've got.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, he was just speaking. I don't know what they were saying, but he was just spitting. That is one of my favorite songs in this album. And you know, it's going with that concept I had for Happiness is a Warm Gun, kind of. It's like somebody's depressed and they can't stop thinking about this person that they love, okay? And it's been on their mind for weeks. They can't sleep. It's just so, it's very sad. And if you're an empath and you feel other people's emotions, that's one of these songs where I feel like it's very visualizing with the lyrics and the sound of the song. It's just like, I want to know how that song makes you guys feel, to be honest, because it just feels like you're just alone. Like, for some reason, I'm imagining like waves for some reason. I don't know. Imagine with me. Waves, it's dark, and there's like just, and you're crying. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just like setting it up for something, but like that was a really fucking good song. It really reminds me of their song I'm Only Sleeping. It's just giving that depressed vibe, but a good sounding vibe, you know? Like it doesn't feel like too overwhelmingly sad. It's just giving a good like relatable vibe. That's what I love. I love this. This is a really fucking good album. But let's keep going. The next song is called Blackbird.
Take these broken wings and learn to fly, learn to see all your life.
Serene. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Wow. it's kind of giving with my theme or my concept of what this album, I feel like this album is giving. It's giving depressed, okay? It's giving sad. But this song in particular was giving me like taking something out of this sadness, this depression, and turning it into something great, which it really reflects on this album. These songs feel like, once again, I said from the soul, like a very soulful album. And you can feel it. You can feel it through the album. Once again, with that empath thing that I was talking about, you can really feel this album in a really well-rounded way. It's very relatable, okay? This album is just like really fucking good. And I was just it's like very unexpected. Love the sound of it, just the overall atmosphere. Okay, that's a good word for this album. It's just like sad, but like we're gonna get through it. Okay, let's keep going. The next song is called Piggies. Okay.
Have you seen the little piggies crawling in the dirt?
Piggy Wives is crazy. Oh! Okay. I feel like that ending right there was like what I'm about to get in the next song, maybe? I don't know. But once again, with one of my theories, okay? If you guys want me to stop having theories, tell me, okay? But I have a feeling, okay, that this song in particular, you know, first of all, pigs are, like, people call cops pigs, and that's what I was thinking at first. But maybe a piggy is an authority figure, or like just somebody, it can be any authority figure, like somebody that runs a record label, for example. Maybe, or some, like, critics, okay? That's what I was getting. That's what it was giving me. They were talking shit about the critics. The critics are piggies with their piggy wives and talk so much shit. And you guys told me that Magical Mystery Tour and Sgt. Pepper's were so different when it came to production and just the sound of music that it changed music forever. I very much agree with that after hearing those albums. So it just makes sense that critics were on their ass about just, ew, this doesn't sound good. Because they're so used to a certain sound, because nothing like this has ever been dropped. So they had to clap back. Piggies, bitch, piggy, bitch. Sorry, I'm sorry. But that was cute. It was cute. I love a gag song to the media, bitch. The fuck? Let's keep going. The next song is called Rocky Raccoon. I'm seated.
The hills of Dakota, there lived a young boy named Rocky Raccoon.
What?
Rocky Raccoon jacked into his room. His rival, it seems, had broken his dreams. She called herself Lil, but everyone knew her as Nancy.
Nancy.
A rocky bird.
Now we're literally giving cowboy.
And grinning a grin. He said, and Rocky collapsed in the corner.
Ooh.
Stinking of gin. Proceeded to lie on the table. He fell back in his room, only to find Gideon's Bible.
Okay, my boy Rocky, that's my cowboy, okay? That was literally giving cowboy. I've been saying it for albums and albums that this is giving cowboy vibe. That was literally a cowboy vibe. A hoedown, the saloon, everything about that was giving cowboy. But that was good. That was a good cowboy. A good vibe cowboy, okay? So there's this anime, even if you're not into anime, if you are into anime, you know what I'm talking about. There's this anime called Cowboy Bebop. I know how crazy it sounds. That's how I reacted. How you just reacted is how I reacted when I first heard about it. But it pulls in different sounds from different musics. It's a very musically forward anime, but it's about a space cowboy. That's all I'm gonna give you. If you want to watch it, it's a really good watch. But that song right there could have been in that anime for sure. Like, that's what it was giving me. It was a really good, solid sound. This is one of the best albums I've heard by them. Easily. I love when they give characters, okay? Raccoon, he's a character. Mr. Shears was a character. Sergeant Pepper's was a character. I love these characters throughout these albums. It's just very theatrical. I love theatrical. Let's keep going though. The next song is called Don't Pass Me By. Okay. Okay.
I listen for your footsteps coming up the drive. Does it mean you don't love me anymore? So I hate to see you go, don't pass me by. 'Cause you know, darling, I love only you. Don't make me cry.
Okay, on Apple Music it says that this song was written by Richard Starkley. It feels like it, okay? This doesn't feel like the rest of the songs on the album, but I'm not gonna say that it doesn't fit because it does. The continuation so far is a 10, okay? But it's just one of those, you know, songs about loving someone, they don't love you back, you're waiting for them, and they never get to you, you know, they never try to reach out or anything. That sucks. That feeling sucks, and it goes back to that relatable vibe of this whole album. He's just begging her, don't pass me by, give me a chance. But I love that setup. He says, how I hate to see you go, don't pass me by, don't make me cry. It's very poetic. I love that so much, and it's really sticking with the theme of this album. Let's keep going. The next song is called Why Don't We Do It in the Road.
Why don't we do it in the road?
Oh.
Why don't we do it in the road? Why don't we do it in the road? Why don't we do it in the road? Been watching us. Why don't we do it in the road?
The vocals are eating.
Why don't we do it in the road?
Okay. You know what I'm getting from this? There's different sections of this album. The middle was really depressing, okay? Really sad vibes. But this end part is giving like cowboy, but there's like short song intervals where there's like, it's like, okay, now we're about to step into the next section of this album, the beginning of this album, the end of this album. That's what it's fucking like, different sections for the album, but it all fits together in a beautiful, it's really coming together really well. To me personally, I don't know if this is what this song was about, but it's giving me, imagine this, you're fighting with your significant other, it's raining outside, okay? For some odd reason, your man's like, let's go do it in the road, why don't we do it? And it's very soulful, but like, you guys are having an argument, so it's like, it's just like, it's kind of romantic, a little bit like passively aggressive romantic vibes. I don't know, maybe I'm so wrong, but that's what it's giving to me. That was a bop, it was fun, it was short, I love it. Let's keep going though. The next song is called I Will. Here I go with one of my theories, but am I wrong with saying that that song was like a message to the fans, maybe? Like, I will always love you no matter where we are. I didn't catch your name, but I see you and I love you. Maybe I'm just like looking too much into it, but it's a beautiful song, even if it's just about, you know, some passing of a girl that he's seen like 6 years ago, and he's like, oh my God, I love that woman, you know, vibes. It was really cute. Like, it was kind of giving like Valentine's Day like vibes, like very lovely. But let's keep going. The last song on this album is called Julia. Let's go.
Just to reach you, Julia.
Ooh.
Your smile calls me Julia.
It's just very mesmerizing and serene. I love.
In the sun, sleeping sand, silent cloud, Julia, love for Julia, Julia.
I know this album was separated on different vinyls back in the day because it's such a long album. I just really think for the sake of my videos, that was a great album ender. Okay, that really just set the tone for this whole album. Once again, down to earth. A perfect outro for this album. I feel really serene, really calm from the vocals on that song to the production on that song. It just made you feel a breath. You just took a breath. This is the second song on this album that is named after a woman. And so far, they have not missed. They just can't miss when they name a song after a girl. It's just like, ooh. That was a perfect album ender. So let's get into my final thoughts, my top 5, and my rating of this part of the album, okay? We're going to come back next week for the part 2 of this video. So make sure you like and subscribe. So my overall thoughts for this section of the album is what I'm going to say, this half of the album. From Sgt. Pepper's to Magical Mystery Tour to this feels like peak to me, okay? I know they have like 2, maybe 3 more albums after this one, and those are obviously gonna probably be even better. But right now, we're acting like they just released it, okay? Let's act like they just released this album. This album is the pinnacle of music for this era. I'm sorry, it really is. Everything sounded good. It sounded like a complete, solid fucking album from start to absolute finish. Really feels like they went from a crazy out there sound to this. Once again, very down to earth vibes and calming, serene, good feeling vibes. Even though some of the songs are really sad or like just like got you into your feelings, it was still good. And I can't wait to feel what the next part of this album feels like, you know? Okay, now let's get into my rating of this part of the album. I will do a overall rating when I'm finished with this album, but as of right now, I just want to give this section of the album a rating. So I get my ratings from these 5 categories: vocals, production, consistency, writing, and album cover. The vocals on this section of the album are beautiful. Like I kept saying like love vibes, like Valentine's Day vibes. That's what it was really giving. It was giving that soulful, also soulful vibe, okay? But I feel like soulful and love are really like one and the same. I for some reason I feel like I kept seeing Cupid. Like, I don't know why, but it was really beautiful. So I'm gonna give the vocals a 10. They sounded beautiful. Peak right now, okay? The next category is production. The production on this album, I just said it, peak. They are just getting better and better and better. Although this was a year later, a lot can happen in a year from album to album. And it just felt like they were using top-notch quality shit. There were some songs on this album that I know if they were on like Please Please Me or something, I probably wouldn't have liked them, to be honest, because they were so like fast-paced, hunky-dunky vibes. But good. Like, it just sounded very consumable. Very consumable. From the guitar weeping song to the beautiful pianos and shit, it was all good. So I'm gonna give the production on this album a 10. The next category is consistency. I think this is the first time I'm gonna give a Beatles album consistently wise, like every song feels like it belongs here, a 10. I'm gonna give it a 10. It felt whole. It felt wholesome too, by the way. But no, it felt whole. It just felt like you can listen to this album on repeat and not get tired of it. That's what it was giving me. Now the next category is the writing. From Dear Prudence to Oh La Bi La Ba Da Da song to While My Guitar Gently Weeps to Happiness Is a Warm Gun. All these songs were beautifully, first of all, sang, and I always say the vocals and the writing go together so well. Beautifully delivered. I loved it so fucking. The lyrics on this album, I'm gonna give the lyrics, the writing a 10. Easily. Not to even mention Julia and I'm So Tired. Very beautifully written songs. I can't. 10 out of 10. Easy. Okay, now the last category is the album cover. The album cover is so... I really want to talk about this in the last part of this video, so come back next week and I'll talk about that. But I will give it a 10 for the sake of this video. I'm gonna give it a 10. I'll talk more about it when I'm finished with the album, but I'll just say I love it. I'm obsessed with it, actually. So if you take the score from each category that I just mentioned, you get a total score of 10. This is the first 10 I've had ever, I think, with this rating system that I do, and the first 10 for the Beatles for me personally. Very solid first part of this album. I can't wait to rate the rest of the album, but I think it deserves a solid 10. My top 5 songs from the first part of the Beatles' The White Album is Dear Prudence, Ola Di Ola Da, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, I'm So Tired, and Julia. These are the 5 songs that stood out to me. I would love to know the 5 songs that stood out to you. Once again, when I'm finished with the album, I'm going to do a top 10, which is also a first. This album is so long, but I love it so much. But I want to know your guys' thoughts on everything from this section of the album, of course. If you want to give me some details that might be insightful for my sitting down of the next album, I would love to know. So leave me all your comments that you have. I can't wait to be there. I can't wait to get there. And we're taking it one step at a time. I love it. I love it. It feels really solid. This is a beautiful journey and it just keeps getting better and fucking better. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. Come back next week for part 2 of this video. But I guess that's it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Bye, motherfuckers.